How to keep your E46 from exploding for under 30 bucks. This is a diesel valve, and right now I have it completely apart because I bought this kit from eBay and I just wanted to make sure that it works well. So once you get your diesel valve all cleaned up, and you want to make sure that you test for vacuum pressure. So you use the flap, you turn it, and you see if it holds. You shouldn't have any gasket material on it, so make sure that you clean that really, really well. So this is what comes in the kit. You have the aluminum flap.
You have the bolt that goes through everything, the actuator, locking ring, and 2 washers, along with the Viton gasket. You're gonna need some Loctite. I'm just using blue thread locker, 5mm Allen socket, and some needle nose pliers. So with this particular kit, even though it comes with the washer here, I wasn't able to actually push it through. Yep, so without the washer, even when you have it all the way in, it actually doesn't stick out at all. That they made the screw or the bolt, it's not big enough to actually do that. So first you want to make sure that the orientation of your valve matches with this, so that when it closes, this edge matches with that. Hey kitty. So what you're going to do is you're just going to push this through right here, and if you have the old bolt, you can just push it through here just to keep it aligned. And making sure that there's no oil or anything, you're going to put some thread locker here and here, and the assembly is going to go like that. You're going to push this actuator right onto this ring. You don't need to go crazy with the thread locker either here or on the threads. So within the bell housing and right around this area, you're going to put a little bit of silicone lubricant, and then we'll put it through. So I'm just using a little bit of Sil Glide for this, and if you happen to get any around this ring, just wipe it off. So just slide that off, push that in, clean off any excess grease that you might have. With the lever in that position, you're just going to push this back a little bit, and here actually is where you're going to put a little bit of thread locker. So you're going to need a little bit of thread locker here and here. It could be red or blue. I have blue at home, so that's what I'm using. Once you made sure that your hex thing is clean, small amount, just put a very small amount right here. And I'm not squeezing, I'm just spreading it inside, making sure that it just gets all around. Push that in here.
So once you get that lever on it, you're going to check that it's moving freely. And then you're going to get your bolt, push it through after putting some thread locker on it. And you're going to use your 5mm hex to turn it in. Once that is turned in, you want to
make sure that your orientation for this is correct, because you don't want it pushing down. You want the teeth to be facing towards you, and it's super easy. You just push down and it comes in. You want a little bit of vertical play in between the flapper and the pin, and so just make sure that your diesel valve is working properly. And again, last but not least, you want to get this O-ring on. You could put silicone, you could put motor oil, some kind of lube that helps it seat properly once you put it back into the intake manifold. I'm going to be using some Sil Glide. Just close this and put the O-ring on. Comes on very easily. Make sure it's seated properly. And the last step to finishing up your diesel valve is you're going to clip this back in, and you're done.